Well, hello there, internet friends. It's Too Old for Gaming, and today we're playing another exciting 10 versus 10 here in Steel Division 2, this time on a new map, Autobahn zur Hölle. I am playing as the 44th Soviet Rifle Division, and our objective is going to be to maintain control of this hilltop area on the right half of the map. For today's match, we have 11 units of reconnaissance, mainly snipers. So 8 snipers and 3 of the motorized Razvedka teams with the M3A1 truck with the 50 cal. For infantry, we have 83 units, starting off with some guards teams, some sappery leaders, sappery teams, and tankos. In Phase B, we get the guards with the extra DP-28 machine gun, more leaders, and then in Phase C, we get 2 more decks of guards, one being a DP team, the other being double vetted. For tanks, we get 22 units overall. We've got 4 single vetted T-34-76 1942 models, 2 T-34-85 leaders in Phase B, and we'll also get the T-34-85 1944 models in Phase B. 4 of those, probably the best unit I've got in this division. And then in Phase C, we'll round it out with 12 units of single vetted T-34-85 1943 models. For support, we've got 6 SG-43s, 4 OB-25s, and 2 SU-152s in Phase A. SU-152 is single vetted just because the reload time and accuracy is so poor on these. Only 85 points though. We also have a commander in the half track, and then in Phase B we'll get resupply trucks and more SU-152s, 4 of them. For anti-tank, basically all ZIS-3s. We got 4 ZIS-3s and an SU-76 MPT, and then 3 on the ground, and then Phase B we get 6 more. Anti-aircraft tab is pretty significant. We've got 24 units, so we can bring in we can bring in 6 25mm and 3 of the quad 50s in Phase A, along with 2 85s, which are DP guns. In B, we can bring in 4 more 85s, and then in C, 9 37mm. So probably a little excessive, but if we were supporting the rest of the team in the map with anti-aircraft, we've got plenty to pass around. For artillery, a little weak. We've got 3 F-22s in Phase A with radios. We could also call in 82mm mortars. And then in Phase B, we get the larger caliber M30 122s at 130 points because I believe they've got their resupply truck with them. And we can also call in a off-map battery of 152mm guns. For air support, we got 14 units here. We've got IL-2Ms with high explosive clusters in Phase A. We get Yak-3s in Phase B, 6 of those. And we also get IL-2Ms with anti-tank rockets in Phase B. And we'll be bringing in TU-2Ss as well to round that out, so nothing in Phase C. All right, let's get it started. This was a super fun game. Really nice to play a different map than the standard 10v10s. A lot of good team play and some back and forth for good action for you guys to watch. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content, and I do read your guys' comments. If you guys want to see something different, just want me to check out another game, let me know. I love playing strategy games, and I've been thinking about branching out into a new one, so would love your feedback on what you want to see. Alright, so we are going to try to hold the crossroads here. We already lost it, so we're at a 13-11 currently, so we got a slight tick right down. We have a Panther D here and a flak half-track. Got to get these T-34s off the road because they are no match for that Panther. I do have an SU-152 down here, attempting to hit him as well. Unfortunately, accuracy very poor on those units, so has not landed it yet. we also have friendly artillery trying to scare them off too. So Panther, a little shaken up from all the fire, does not land a hit. We have 2 rifle teams who are going to move into this crossroads sector here. They only have 2 PPSHs apiece, and the DP-28s don't work in the forest, so probably going to have a tough time. We also have a ZIS-3 here, which is a fairly decent AT gun, especially for 40 points. T-34 spotting Stern Pioneers in the forest here, and friendly Stewards doing additional damage to units crossing the road. No enemy tanks spotted yet, so our T-34 is able to pop out from the woods to try to fire at this Flak 43. Flak 43 accuracy not great, so not landing hits on us while we start making him take casualties. Both of our rifles teams surrendering to the Stern Pioneers. I'm withdrawing my T-34s to a range where they will not be hit by a Panzerfaust, although still going to be at risk for Panzer Schrecks. Flak 43 finally goes down, and one of our T-34s is knocked out by a tank here. He's now firing at a rifles PIAD team. That might have been our friendly Panther. Yes, that's our Panther D, who has shifted locations. So we lose 1 T-34, but still have 3 up. Guys, if you want to learn how to use T-34s effectively, watch the rest of this map. These guys do phenomenally well. I'm really excited with the performance of these T-34s. Really a decent tank, and these 1942 models are only 60 points, and they're ripped too. I mean, they go 40 and 49 kilometers an hour. I have trouble sometimes using these Su-76Ms because they're so slow at 25 to 31. So as you guys can see here, as I zoom out, I had brought in a reconnaissance team who's out of position currently, but I wanted to make sure that we didn't get flanked here in the valley, and so I brought in a 40-point AT gun as well. So we're locked in at a 12 versus 12, meaning that somewhere else on the map we had captured a flag. We now have Sturmovickies moving in with satchel charges to clear out those Stern Pioneers. Friendly Spitfire in here taking tons of anti-aircraft fire, and unfortunately he is knocked down. Because there's more Stern Pioneers in here, I have called in an IL-2M with 10 kilograms of cluster munitions. Unfortunately, the anti-aircraft net is massive here already, so we get pushed off. These guys, though, super beefy. I don't think we're going to lose him to this 20mm fire. And he manages to get out of range. So, yeah, the AA net definitely something going to keep us from using our aircraft for a while here. I have brought in an SG-43 and an OB-25. I would think the 44th Rifles is a excellent, well-balanced division. You're going to see me use a lot of their equipment from every card in the deck, basically. So we've got the whole town here. We've got this hilltop. We don't have this forest. This forest is kind of a challenge to take, especially because they got Overwatch here with large caliber guns. SU-152 taking some fire right now. Not sure what's shooting at him. Looks like maybe we are not spotting up. Yep, we've got our Panther D back in the mix here. Not sure if it's the exact same one. He couldn't see him because the sniper had moved. Now we're able to spot him. SU-152 accuracy, very poor. Gets a penetration on him. These guys' frontal armor is only 85mm, so Panther not going to have an issue cracking that. I don't think we've damaged him. Maybe a little bit. No. Just doesn't have a single pent. So I did drop in the help beacon. The only thing right now in Phase A I've got to really do anything about these Panthers is probably that ISU-152s. So, in close enough that ZIS-3 can do a good job, but not at range. I would say you're probably going to be 1,000 meters less. So, I've reloaded my reconnaissance team, because we've got a Humbler up here. There's no reason to be worried about it. And have started to move them forward. Be amazing just to get reconnaissance back here on what the enemy's bringing in. I did bring in a ZSU M17. Not the best. AA tab in this deck It's okay. I mean, you still get some 85 millimeters for bombers. SU-76M firing at Jaeger Pioneers, caught out in the open here. Direct shot takes, and they take 2 casualties. So, continue to move my T-34s into position. We were getting hit over here on the left too, so I moved, separated, basically broke up the platoon into 2 different sectors. Stewart 6 going down to probably a Pack 40 here. My M3A1 getting spotted by enemy StuGs. SU-76M not in range to attack these StuGs before he gets destroyed. T-34 here though, from cover. We're within under 1,000 meters, so definitely should be able to damage these StuG 3s. See if we can knock this one out. And we do, so let's see what we do against the StuG 42. And unfortunately, he does knock us out with a heat round, but we do penetrate. Frontal armor here, we have a lot of infantry, so definitely want to take him out, and we do. SG-43 moved over to provide support along with the OB-25. OB-25s do have heat shells. The heat shells can penetrate 90 millimeters of armor, and we managed to knock him out before it lands in the area. Bring up another sniper for spotting ability. SG-43s continue to move forward, and I'm just moving my equipment with the rest of the team here. We've got a friendly off-map coming in to help keep them off our sector. Currently, we're up 14-10 in Phase A, but lots of heavy equipment driving right down the train tracks and road here. 7/2 in the front line's not a smart move. Probably going to lose that guy. Just a rifle fire. And our friendly teammate requesting some assistance against these Tigers. Again, I don't really have anything for another 3 minutes to really help him out. And I do have IL-2s with, I want to say they're cluster, anti-tank clusters or rockets, I can't remember, that could help out, but the AA net is just too thick for me to even get him up there. So our friendly off-map coming in here. And T-34 using those 2 dual DT machine guns to push back these Pioneers, but Tigers coming into the zone. Getting a little dangerous here for us, so I'm gonna move him back so we don't get knocked out. No reason to sacrifice the T-34 for nothing. They miss, take out the Firefly, and I'm just retreating. I want to keep him alive. I do have my SU-152 advanced. We have an IS-2 here, but his loader's knocked out, and we've got enemy aircraft coming in with anti-tank rockets. Crusader not able to knock him out of the zone. He knocks out our driver, and he's probably going to get destroyed here. So I've got T-34 up here, hidden in cover. Another one, so out of the 4, we've got 2 remaining. And enemy just really advancing into our sector here. SU-152, excuse me, yeah, SU-152 is knocked out, unfortunately. So, significant amounts of enemy armor from all flanks and the front. We did destroy a Pack 38 though. Sniper here in too close probably and gonna get knocked out by these Panzergrens. Jaeger Pioneers do get knocked out by friendly forces though. Sniper almost fully suppressed and he goes down. Zvedka can't see anything coming in though. It's just exactly what I want. OB-25 tries to get the side shot with his heat rounds, but misses. T-34 doesn't miss though, and gets a penetration on one of them. OB-25 continuing to fire, and he does manage to knock out the StuG. we get a penetration in response on our T-34, but we managed to knock him out. So T-34 unfortunately gets killed off by the Martyr 2, but really effective in this match so far. Bring in another Stu-76 MPT to help reinforce the sector we're losing right now to these Tigers, and I've moved my ZIS-3 up here. The APCR ZIS-3 135. We can definitely side penetrate these guys with 85 millimeters of armor and even front at 1,000 meters or less. So should be able to knock them out. SU-76 panicking the crew here along with our off-map falling. We also have a 6-pounder down here too. Our OB-25 was destroyed by the Martyr 3, unfortunately. And lots of enemy equipment right off our front line here, but gonna have a really difficult time without an off-map and infantry to regain control of the hilltop here. So I did drop an attack beacon so we can get this back. We're still losing. Now it's a 15-9 here in Phase B. Bringing up another ZIS-3 because we lost our anti-tank capability on our right flank. Sherman goes down to one of these tanks over here. So we have a decent amount of ambush points in here. AT guns, IS-2s. Definitely should be moving this Cromwell first before the IS-2, but these are two different players here. Finally getting some infantry back into position to retake our flag. Let's take a look around the map really quick here. So we've lost the town. We're battling over our own force. We lost this intersection here. Almost losing the flag intersection down here. There's a Panther D who gets knocked out. That might have been by that M5 Recon. Wow. He was taking a lot of fire. I did bring in an F-22. These are only 60 points. And they have radios, so their rate of fire is quite fast. 8 rounds a minute, I think is pretty good. So my IL-2 finally coming in. We still have anti-aircraft here, and he's providing a lot of suppression right away. Can we get the rockets off? No, we can't. So in too close. Those definitely weren't Flak 38s. And because I have my recon team here, I did spot 4 105. So I know that there's AA here because our AT rocket plane got knocked off. So I manually adjusted the flight path to the edge of the map for our high explosive cluster bombs, and we're going to drop it right here on these guys. Now, it's only 10 kilograms of bomblets, which isn't great. So I guess that's 35 at 10 kilograms. Another anti-aircraft, probably half-track coming in. Can we get it off? We do. And so one of them gets heavily damaged, the rest get pinned. You won't see chat on replays, but in chat, I basically told them, guys, just go ahead and hit this area with artillery. We can knock them out because they're all pinned. They did manage to take out the IL-2M on his way out. I have, now that we're in Phase B, I do have T-34 8544s, which are excellent tanks. They are, we knocked out one of those guns, by the way, with our F-22. T-34 85, just a really good overall, I mean, I'd consider it like a main battle tank. Not as good as a Panther, but close. And a little cheaper. So there's nothing really scary on the map anymore, as long as we're within probably 1750 meters. Even though we can penetrate at 2,000, there's a lot of equipment out here. Enemy platoon coming in down the main road here. Thought sneaky, spotting them, firing away with their DT machine gun, and they're just ignoring our fire. SU-76 here, spotting this Tiger, trying to ambush him from this tree line. Can we get a penetration on him? No, he turns too quickly. And this guy is probably gonna die here in the next shot. He misses. Shooter's killed, so I do have another one. I've moved up into position though, and now he's torn on who to shoot at because I have my T-34. So trying to hit him from the flanks here, and we do, and we destroy the Tiger E. Drusha fire coming in on this enemy platoon, forcing them out of our zone. Right now it's a 15-9, not looking great. We've got a person in the game surrendering. I'm not sure if it's ours or theirs. They've managed to take this whole town. We're barely holding on to the hill here. They keep pushing forward. Really, what I'd like to see over here is some heavy machine guns set up, some more AT guns up here, and they won't really be able to break you without off-map. StuG M42 gun is jammed, gets destroyed by the T-34, so T-34-85 doing its job. We've got our SG-43 set up here, so he's not going to bring anything in. Our ZIS-3, not the best position, but it helps from them flanking us. So I'm moving the ZIS-3 up to the front line, and the SG-43 over here to help support against this enemy infantry attack. T-34-85 here, firing at the Legionari out in the open. So, enemies really pushed us back here in the center. Unfortunately, my recon team got spotted out in the open, and they are killed off. So I still have the truck, but obviously easier for the enemy to spot them. ZIS-3 in position to take out this hero, and he does. So even though it's not the best position, it still worked out for us. T-34 here, just helping knock out these enemy tanks. IS-2, just move your infantry up and then put them out here so we get 2K range. Please. So we're dealing with a captured Firefly over here, fighting our ZIS-3. These things are super dangerous, so we'll see what happens. We keep missing, and we're almost fully suppressed. SG-43 spotting infantry teams over here. No. We damaged his transmission, but bounced the round on it. And unfortunately, he's probably going to die after getting pinned. P-51's coming in here with lots of rockets and bombs. That's a lot of points. I guess that guy was, the whole game was probably waiting to do this. And Drusha's continue to move forward here, and actually one of those guns that helped take us down was a Flak 38, surprisingly. Moving a guards team up and another recon team here. 50 cal, definitely nice to have. We took out a Kettenprad on its way in. And I've got a second T-34-85 here to back up our other one. 1944 model's definitely better than the 43s. Oh my gosh, he's alive. I don't know. Somebody took out, maybe it was this ZIS-3 right here. Ended up taking out that Sherman. Hero of the Soviet Union right here. So we get pinned trying to get into position over here. Our recon car is destroyed, but the Tiger down here is destroyed. We're tied back up at a 12-12, guys. Cromwell about to die, though. No, he misses. Wow. Lucky guys. So, still lost the center, trying to push forward with these infantry out in the open. Way too much enemy equipment here. These guys are probably going to die off. I'm now trying to support this sector. I feel good about this. It's still going to be hard for us to get down here into the town, so I think we've got enough equipment here to start concentrating in other areas. I did bring in an 85mm anti-aircraft gun because he's only got 2 men left, and I still want to get some support over here for anti-tank to defend against flanking. So we'll focus here on the center. I've got an SU-152 coming in. We lose another recon truck, but that was the guy who had tried to move up out in the open. IL-2 coming in. Remember, we saw these Fallschirmjägers here. Called out that I'm going to cluster bomb them. No enemy AA yet, but an 88 just dropped right next to us. And that was a good hit, pulling away. Hopefully we get out of here. Yeah, he's not even damaged. He's got a little bit of damage right now, so he should make it out. So, we've got the farm up here. We've got our recon team helping to spot. We've got a guards team. And if you guys have watched me for any time, you know that I play a lot of infantry, less tanks most of the time. It's been kind of fun to do a little bit more armor in this one. And we still have one of our original T-34s alive. And our T-34-85 just moving into position to take out this M42. Misses on the first shot, but I bet he destroys me this next one. He does. So, IS-2 finally in the right position here. Going to be very hard to knock out without the enemy FW-190s and their anti-tank rockets, which I'm sure will knock him out. Probably wouldn't bother with the putting it on like restricted firing as an IS-2. The lighter guns, yes, but something that heavy, I probably just let them fire away. So all these guys suppress, maybe an off map here, and we just flip this flag. So now, the tide's finally turning, and we're at a 13-11. Trying to hit me, oh, what did I call? FW-190 came in, took out that IS-2. And we do have anti-aircraft here, it just was not, these FW-190s fly too fast. T-34-85, they've been trying to hit with artillery, you can see here both of them. So we know we're doing our job when the enemy has to reconcentrate its artillery fire to us. I've moved, because that guy just, I moved this M17 up, there's only 4 Browning machine guns, so we've got to be in really close to our tanks. 57, so these are the guys, I would put these guys on the restricted fire mode to 20% because they're going to bounce more, but like a 120 millimeter gun, it wouldn't bother. The Tiger is taken out by that 57. Unfortunately, our T-34 is knocked out by enemy Nebelwerfer fire. SG-43 trying to move into position, spotting Jaegers. He's just firing from the middle of a field here. We ended up killing him off. SG-43, call it the MG-42 of the Soviets, basically. Really, really good gun. And I think their real-world performance, I think they had reliability issues, if I recall correctly. I'm sure you guys are just a wealth of knowledge about World War II. I'm sure somebody in comments can give some details on it. You guys ever look through my old videos? Man, people are just experts at knowing all this stuff. Very cool. All right, guys, so SU-152 here, getting blocked off by the smoke. I am smoking this sector, so we only have the F-22, so I've only got 1 down, but remember, we've got these Panthers and stuff out here. I let the team know I was going to bring in Tankos, so brought in 4 Tankos because they've got a little bit of armor, and then we should be able to sweep this village. So trying to make sure they don't get knocked out as they just get into the town here. And we're going to clear this out. It just seemed like a prime opportunity where it's a 13-11. All his tanks and stuff are way back there. He hasn't set up. We knocked out a 50 mil earlier. So we've got Kadetans and Panzergrens. Our Tankos here in the town. One of our M2 half-tracks gets knocked out. We knock out Panzergren. These guys are pinned. M2, though, pushing back these Panzergrens. So we've captured the flag, and all of our squads are up. Our half-tracks are not up. We got half of them. But these 50 cal is going to be able to do a good job of suppressing and pushing off all of these German infantry squads. Looks like there's infantry in all these buildings. If you're in this scenario where the front line's right there and you know you have enemy infantry here, but you can't spot them, just manually target them with your artillery. I just started targeting houses to blow up without seeing them. So bring in a second T-34-85-44. We've got 2K range all the way down the highway here. And I had brought in a second IL-2M to drop some high explosive clusters on these infantry. So we'll see what happens here. So we pin them down. That gives us the opportunity to move our Tankos forward and surrender them. These guys are triple vetted too. They're not cheap. I mean, these are a 35-point squad. No, only 20 points. Wow. Brandenburgers really pinning us down here, but we've got T-34s and ISUs, friendly ones here, able to push things back. More cadet coming in. And the enemy artillery coming in on our zone. Everyone's pinned down for the moment. One of our Tankos is knocked out. So more T-34s. This time, we've got the 1943 model, which not quite as good because you've only got 1,750 meters of range. You have a sniper up here, but he's out of position just to try to spot everything. 14-10 though, 20 minutes to go. Tankos do surrender. The cadet and flying circus in here with the IL-2s with rockets, but not finding any targets apparently. And we are dueling a Tiger leader here. Our 1944 model getting scared, and I can't use these. I can't use these 43s really out in the open as much because we don't have the range. So I'm just going to try to move him over here to get in closer. We still have 2 Tanko squads left and 1 half-track, so we've maintained our position here. We should be able to capture this flag. 14-10. Taking a look back over here at the right flank, our T-34 from Phase A is still here. Our T-34 1944 model here is cutting off the enemy, so he can't advance over here. Keeps trying to shell me, but not able to hit me. And I only think I had 4 1944 models in this deck, but I've got like 11 in the 43s. Got another 44 heading this way, and another SU-152. More guards coming in to take this zone. T-34 getting hit by this Tiger. We got Flak 37s up here firing down at our other T-34, but we're bouncing them right now. Sight damage, he's probably going to die because I didn't notice him. I'm pretty sure I was just focused on these rifle teams. So, Panzer III here trying to lay a little ambush on us. And we do get knocked out probably by that 88. FW-190 takes out our ISU-152. And our 85 over here running low on ace. Well, he's been shooting APCR at these guys, so doing his job. And well, looks like they want to push us off the farm. Unfortunately for them, I still have my T-34-85 up. I've got an SU-76 here in an ambush position. So I'm retreating the gun-jammed 43 model, and then I've got 2 1944s still here. M2 half-track firing at these enemy bombers, DO-17 KV-1s. Lots of them coming in. And a 44 was knocked out. Unfortunately, my ambush 44 was killed by, I want to say, artillery, but we can check that out at the end here. I've finally got another recon team back into position to spot what's going on down here. Another friendly IS-2 back in the mix, and looks like maybe even a company of men. But they're getting cut off by my DP-28, and the P-47Ds knock out the Tiger. Excellent job. We're dealing with elite paratrooper infantry here, so Guards team, even though double vetted, probably not going to stay up unless this P-51 can suppress all these guys. Nice. unfortunately, oh, here comes reinforcements. I think he's Firefly. No, he's not going all the way up there. Man, that'd be great if we could sweep down there. Vickers trying to head into position here out in the open. We lost another half-track over here. I believe there's off-map going on here. So, trying to get the team to attack this sector. We've got motorized rifles coming in. T-34-85 here, just spotting this IG-33. And we should be able to knock him down, and this 50 millimeter is not going to be able to do anything against this. There's no way. Frontal armor on these guys is 110. If we're in play, and these got APCR turned off, so 100 mils. Not going to do it, especially at this range. So I don't know if you guys noticed, we have SU-152s and ISU-152s. I'm not sure the difference. Maybe it's just that front armor plate. If I find another ISU-152, I'll click on it. And so now that we've got our recon here, look at all this stuff. I'm going to bring in an off-map because he's so bottled up here. I feel like if we get an off-map vehicle in here, we can get all these guys pinned, push back. We got an IS-2 to support us. We can get them out of the zone and cap it. 12 minutes to go, according to the current timer at our tick rate. So here's what I'm talking about. F-22, just firing. This is the only house left, right? And everyone's pushed out. There he is. So just trying to destroy the house and push these guys back. It's seeming to work, but we're still off the flag here. Destroyed another StuG over here, and I believe it was our T-34 Hero from Phase A. Our Andrusha's doing heavy damage to the Germans. SU-152 taking fire from a Tiger. Can we kill it? We knocked the shooter out. So I noticed that these guys don't have heat rounds or AP rounds. Maybe that is the difference. Trying to get my T-34-85 in closer. Start knocking out some of this stuff back here. So we've lost the hill over here, which is a bummer. But so far, still winning the battle. Our T-34 taking artillery fire now. We've got a BA-10 BTR. Never seen these. Just took the turret off and put a machine gun on there. So I've got another T-34 back into this position. It's just a very good spot for cutting off the enemy. So another T-34 back there. Got a 1944 here. We can cut off all the way back here. Unfortunately, these rifles team needs to move up so they can spot everything, and they're just out of view. All these guys are. Another guards team is destroyed over here, but we've managed to help the team recapture the town here. We've got an SU-152. He's firing at this MG-42. We'll see. And he is taken out. Looks like there is a half-track back here trying to hold things. Rifle Piat team could easily take it out if they moved. Panthers controlling the hilltop on our far left, but only 4 minutes. Well, it was 4 minutes. Now it's back up to 9 because we lost something. SU-152 was knocked out. Dropping smoke here. Just these guys are firing at 2K at everybody out here, so it's trying to help the team out. My T-34-85 in a position to try and ambush. I don't think he's been spotted yet. We do get a penetration on the lead Panther G, who is triple vetted. But can he get a second round off? He does, but it bounces. Unfortunately, he is knocked out, but at least a good initial first shot here. Now here comes in my off map. We've got our basically our Jeep here, who's going to call in a battery of 152s on the town. And because these guys are pinned, it's harder to spot them. You can see we're starting to see some of them, but Definitely worth just dropping it there, and then we'll try to walk our fire around the town. Our other SU-152 has a wounded loader. That's a bummer. And the DO-17's coming back in. .85 mils firing away at the aircraft. Let's see if he knocks this one off first. Nope, he gets his bomb load off. Is he going to take out our T-34? No, we get lucky. So the hero T-34 is just almost ready for the scrapyard, but he's still up. And after firing, I did fall back this 152. He's obviously got no armor here. Now we've got Katyushas firing too, and I did set this F-22 over on defense. Less than 3 minutes to go. Still got 2 Tanko teams left in here. We've got a guard out here monitoring all the activity, and we've got plenty of friendly infantry to hold off from a breakthrough. So now I've brought in my second off map. As we started on this side, we're going to keep moving forward. I was trying to bring in aircraft to take out this IG-33 as well, a Tu-2S with 4 500-kilogram bombs. Not sure we'll make it though. There's a lot of anti-aircraft fire over here, so we'll see. But I think he just got destroyed by this P-51. He did, so he goes off target and he's just going to loiter until I redirect him again. Off map though, doing its job, pushing the enemy off of our sector that we want to capture. And because they're all out in the open, we can spot them, and I'm redirecting the Tu-2S over there. But there is a 7/1 here. Can he get on target? Let's see. Drop him. Oh, so close. And then just the 20 mils start ripping on him. Might even die because of the lane he's going to leave. IL-2 getting its rockets off, but not effective. Second one getting pushed off, and we've got FW-190s coming in. I just said, you know what? Let the hero take the flag. Firing on the move at a Tiger. Tiger misses. We've got a minute to go. Can our T-34-76 hero capture the flag? Nobody's spotting him. We're spotting a StuG-3 here, and we did flip that flag. Has he got Hail Prussian? I think he does. And we destroyed the StuG-3. DO-17 coming in to try and bomb us again. Bombing run misses. And we did destroy that bomber with our 85. 30 seconds to go. Off map still dropping here. Let's do a real quick run around the map. We're going to make sure that T-34 stays alive, hopefully. So they managed to push us back into the town using some smoke here and some Legionary teams. That's very creative. They have... Oh, no. Wait. Nope, that was a different T-34. Sorry, guys. So our hero survives to the end. And that was a fantastic match. After 40 minutes and 40 seconds, we've captured 15 out of 24 flags. Let's take a look at our team stats here. So the 44th Rifles, I feel like they did pretty well. 2805 to 2245. And let's check out what our T-34s did. So a couple units. This one, he took out 3 StuGs and the Pack 40, and the other one took out 3 StuGs and a StuG 42. So very happy with that performance. Even our F-22, which most people don't want to take, after we had suppressed all those guys with our high explosive clusters, we ended up taking out 2 of those 105s, the single F-22. And then our T-34-85 1944 model did amazing damage to the enemy. where we were cutting them off from the reinforcement road on the right. SIS-3 getting some action, taking out a hero. IL-2s taking out some infantry squads in the forest. 1944 units, again, taking out more. SU-152 taking out a few units. T-34, 85, 43 taking out some lighter stuff. The 85 mil takes out a bomber, a Panther, and a 231. 152, a couple squads. The field battery even took out a few squads, and then the SU-152, another one, took out a Tiger with high explosive. In terms of losses here, it's a lot of one-offs, right? There's no real hero on their team. That Panzer in the ambush actually took out 2 half-tracks. Nebelwerfer took out 2 SU-152s. Panzerwerfer took out a few. So enemy, no real heroes in the enemy team. For experience, we did 13% of the kills with 9% of the command points and 12% of the casualties. I really like that one. I hope you guys did too. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.